for this, the main thing that you want to do, and I'm just getting into our rubric so that you can follow along with where I am. The main thing that you want to be doing is that you want to make sure that you relate the research findings to the existing research cited in the literature review. So what this is saying is you want to say how your little piece of the puzzle relates back to all the research that's been done so far. And I guess I won't say all the research, but I mean all the research that you mentioned in your introduction. So everybody has to make a brief appearance again. This is like, think about it as like the finale or something, like where you introduced all the research in your introduction, and now every one of those articles, even if it's briefly, and remember, you already described all the details of all the studies in your introduction, so at this point you are just briefly mentioning them, so it will make sense if you summarize a few of them, like say 3 of them did research on children and they studied this particular therapy. It's okay to say all, like, to summarize that and then to put those 3 studies in a parenthetical expression at the end of the sentence, as long as each citation appears. So in some way you relate back to every article, all 10 articles that you referred to in the introduction. And then the other part, which I kind of consider, I mean, this part's easier. You just want to say if your results fit your hypothesis, but because this is a proposed study and it's not like we didn't actually run the study, all of your results will support your hypothesis. So make sure that you do that. But this is really the biggest part where you say how your piece of the puzzle fits back into the rest of the research. And that's really it. I feel like last week and the week before, those were the bigger hurdles. This one actually isn't, I mean, aside from the fact that you do have to write it, it's not as difficult, I think, as figuring out what stats to do and finding a measurement for your stats. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that you have a good week.